Should've, could've, would've. Should've, could've, would've. How many of you ever said that to yourself? At least once in your lifetime, I'm sure. Well, good morning, everybody. It's time for Morning Manna. And yes, I'm late, but guess what? Better late than never. Better late than never. Good to be here on this Friday. It is Friday. It is the last Friday in the month of June. Can you believe that we're already done with June, about to get ready to go into July? Wow. Wow. What how fast the year goes. Guess what though? The same amount of time that passed when you were a kid and it seemed like forever is the same amount of time that passed now when it seems like it goes by like that. What can you say? But anyhow, good morning, everybody, and it's time for Shoulda, Woulda, Coulda, and that's this morning's manna. It is the trailer for the message on the sermon series that I'm going to kick off on this coming Sunday at New Life, 8 and 10, and you already know we're going to get right into that series. I can't wait. And typically on Friday, I kind of give you a trailer, a prelude of that, kind of like a teaser, if you will. But before I get into all of that, let me just greet some folk on this morning. How is everybody on this morning? Good morning, Pamela. How are you on this morning? Brenda, how are you? Vaughn, how are you? Lydia, how are you? Lena, how are you? Thank you for waiting for me this morning. Just a little bit behind. You know it happens. What can I say? What can I say? Good morning, Marina. How are you on this morning? Star, how are you on this morning? Joel, how are you on this morning? All is well on this morning. What a wonderful morning. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Starting this sermon series on this coming Sunday. You absolutely do not want to miss it. You already know what you're supposed to do, morning fam. First of all, fam, y'all got to get on the cake. Y'all got to get on the ball now. This whole not inviting folk is not going to work. So every one of y'all ought to have somebody that you have invited already or sent this out to. Yep, I'm chiding you a little bit today because you got to get on it. We got to expand our territory. We got to put out our tent poles, as Isaiah tells the children of Israel or the nation of Israel, and we got to do the same thing. We have to do the same thing, expand that. So, shoulda, woulda, coulda. That's what our sermon series, and that's what we're talking about on this morning. Good morning, Sharon. How are you on this morning? Been a minute. Where have you been? Been a minute. Where have you been? You already know the text to talk to take away 5 minutes or less. Put your revelation that you get in the chat area so others can get it as well. Let's get right into it. Should've, would've, could've. Here's the text. Powerful text. Romans 7:15. You've heard it before. Hear it again for the first time through the lens of should've, would've, could've. For I do not understand my actions. Paul talking. For I do what I want, but I do the very thing I hate. Let's read it again. Let's read it again. I'm going to read it again because I want you to get this. Romans 7:15. For I do not understand my own actions. For I do not do what I want, but I do the very thing I hate. Anybody in that camp? Anybody knows what Paul is talking about? Let's read it one more time. Let's drive this home. For I do not understand my own actions. For I do not do what I want, but I do the very thing I hate. Should've, would've, could've. Should've, would've, could've. Three things I want you to grab from this text as we dive into this. The first thing, as we look at this, let me give you some context of decisions. The average person is estimated makes 35,000 decisions each day. This goes from trivial to brushing your teeth. What am I going to use? What toothpaste? What toothbrush? To my breakfast? To major decisions. 35,000 decisions a day. Do you make the right one every time? Or are there times when you say, I should have, I could have, and I would have? First thing grab a hold of is this: indecision is a decision. Indecision is a decision. Put it in the chat area. Indecision is a decision. You think by delaying that you're going to get the outcomes you're looking for? Not so much, my brother, my sister. Indecision is a decision. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Here it is. Here's the second thing I want you to grab a hold of. You got to do this. Deeply think and discern before you decide. 3 D's there. Deeply think and discern before you decide. Indecision is a decision. Deeply think and discern before you decide. Here's the third thing. The third thing is this: develop a decision making process. Develop a decision making process. How do you make decisions? How do you make decisions? How do you come to deciding this, that, or the other? It's going to determine the outcome that you're looking for. What's your takeaway on this morning? Here's your takeaway this morning. It's short, straight to the point. Make up your mind. Make up your mind. Make up your mind. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Just a trailer for the message that I'm going to share on this coming Sunday. Have a great weekend. The Lord be with you and his face shine upon you and give you peace. Share the man. If it bless you, bless somebody else. Remember now, this is 2 days from Sunday. That's what Friday is. Happy Friday. God bless you.